Well, it's yeah, I've got a really oversized, like the Sports Direct mug that's quite big.
Yeah, they're a bit too big
Uh,
now.
yeah, I've got one that's slightly bigger than the Yorkshire Tea one, but smaller than the Sports Direct one, and it's one of the Land Rover ones, which says Beyond Fashion.
Beyond fashion.
Yeah, that was a Land Rover quote from about 8 years ago, 10 years ago. It was one of their taglines.
Oh, the Sports Direct modes are way too big. Way too big. They're like a bin. They're ridiculous.
I think it was one of those concepts of Land Rovers were beyond fashion at that point, but they're quite in fashion because they don't make them anymore. That kind of swings and roundabouts of trend.
My head is trying to cope with the idea of when something is beyond fashion. Like, is that a good thing or a bad thing if you're beyond fashion?
I don't know. I'm of a mind that I really don't care whether I'm beyond fashion or not, so it doesn't bother me.
A protein shake in a Sports Direct mode. That's a lot of protein. What's wrong with a bin of tea? It's just a bit too much. The Yorkshire mug is just the right size. I was reading something in the news the other day about this American coffee company, and they have recently made a switch from, when you buy a coffee, you can get a takeaway coffee. It comes like a cardboard cup with a plastic lid. So they've made the switch and said, we will not sell you a coffee in a recyclable cup. In other words, you have to bring your own reusable cup in or buy one of theirs. Environmental reasons and all the rest of it. This year alone, they've lost $250 million because of that decision. They the year before, they had $1 million in sales. Then they made this change, and they've dropped $250 million of sales because people don't want to take in a mug. It's just $250 million they've lost. That's a lot of money. People just walk in and go, what? I'm not buying a cup. I'll go next door.
What was that? Sorry, I missed the start of that conversation.
Oh my god. There's a company in America that's a coffee company that sells coffee, like, Starbucks does.
Oh, right, okay.
But they've made a decision not to sell like throwaway cups, like cardboard cups. So they won't sell you a coffee unless you bring your own fully reusable mug or buy one of theirs.
Wow.
And they've lost $250 million in the first year of doing that.
Well, it's a bold step. I mean, I'm all for saving the planet and stuff like that, but yeah, that's £25 million. Wow.
No, £250 million.
Oh, 250 million. Wow.
25% of the $1 million annual sale.
Eek.
You can imagine the board meeting afterwards, can't you? Going, all right, so whose bright idea was this?
No, you know what happened there, Paul. You've worked in the corporate world. The person that came up with the concept of not selling coffee unless it's in somebody's own provided cup, they thought that was a really great idea. Everybody agreed to it, and he's since moved on and got a massive payout because of it.
Probably. He's probably in a different company now, talking about what a success it was.
Yeah. Yeah, in a job interview, and oh yeah, I managed to utilize this coffee going forward. So I think we should do it. Oh, by the way, don't Google the previous company.
What's Magdeburg Imp? Is that the company? Oh, you mean this city? Gotcha. I thought you were talking about the coffee thing. It can't be 2 minutes till changeover, don't it? The last one was at 23. It's every 13 minutes. Oh yeah, maybe you're right. No, 46 you should be on, isn't it? Actually, I don't know anymore. When do I change? Wait, so you're saying I need to switch over now? Oh, man. Okay. Let me try and work it out. Right, so who's in the group behind now?
The group behind you is Mr. Causer.
Do you know who's in front of him?
I will find out for you.
Paging Mr. Causer. Mr. Causer, we want to know who is in front of you. Rep, I just lost my control key. Oh god, where's it gone?
The person in front of Mr. Causer is King E. King E.
My control key's on the floor. Oh my god, I'm down here. Got it. It's okay, guys. I got my control key. One sec.
Are you okay there, Paul?
Yeah, like I can press push to talk right now.
Did you manage to ping one of your keys off your keyboard?
Do you actually expect me to respond while I'm leaning over putting a key back on my keyboard?
Hey, I need to leave the streaming to you. That's what I've been told.
How do you lose a control key? Quite easily. You lift your finger up and pop the key off accidentally. Totally in control, exactly, I like the pun. Right, I'm going to pull over. Right, I'm switching.
Do you know who he's behind?
No. Mr. Causer's who I want, who's in front of him?
Mr. Causer is who you want, and Kingy is in front of him.
Kingy, alright. I took back control. Here we go. All the control jokes are coming out now. I almost lost control. Stevie! Kingy, there he is, there's Kingy. Like a glove. I have control, Hannah. I have control. See? I can prove it, look. That I can prove how much I have control. What we need to do, guys, is we need to shift. We need to shift our thinking now, okay? Because now I've lost control, we need to shift the way we think about this.
Do you really think pulling keys off your keyboard is the most effective thing you can be doing right now?
I'm looking to escape right now. Actually, the escape key's a bad idea, because if I push that back on, I know what's going to happen. I better not push that escape key back on, because I know what's going to happen if I do. I'll have to leave that one on the table.
Lol.
I'll better leave that on the table, otherwise bad things are going to happen to the truck behind me.
I don't think you've escaped that one, Paul. I can say that if you press escape, nothing will happen on TMP.
Are you sure about that?
Yeah, it says when you press it, it says you cannot do that. Firstly, stop your truck.
What's going on here?
Hand on heart.
Wait, what's going on here? Beaker, thank you very much. Let me put the escape key back. One sec. Here we go. You can't do that. Stop your truck. One sec.
That was just lag.
Why won't you go back on? There we go. We're done.
Well, here's another nice mess you've gotten me into.
I've left the building, guys. Don't put the left arrow key back on your keyboard. I literally nearly binned it.
I did suggest that this wasn't a good idea.
But I didn't think that would do anything, given that I've got a wheel that's pointing straight. Why would the keyboard work?
No, your key bindings still work, don't they?
I just tried to put my left arrow key back and ended up needing in the central reservation.
Oh, it's a brilliant.
Why the my keys remove easily so you can clean it. Stylish kit soon. Thank you very much for 3 years. My wheel doesn't have a dead zone, Baz.
Can I ask a question including this one?
Thank you, Thomas. Go on.
So have you ever taken all the keys off your Claymore keyboard and cleaned it, or do you just kind of do it in stages? Or because I've never been brave enough to take them all off.
Just take a row off and lay them out, clean it, and then put that. You know what I mean? Don't like if you're gonna do it, you need to be careful about laying them all out so you know where they all go.
I think I
Yeah, I've never been brave enough to take them all off and clean it. It's like.
Thank you, Al Phillips. I mean, to be fair, if you look at a Claymore keyboard, because they're all elevated on a flat surface, like, all you're really doing is cleaning the surface. You're not doing anything to the keys, because there's no way you can get junk in there.
Yeah, and they're all, like, sealed keys as well, aren't they? So.
Oh, dear. Yeah, I'm going to stop messing around with my keyboard now. Take a picture of the keyboard. You could do that as well. The thing is, though, if you take a picture of the keyboard and then just, like, knock all the keys on the table, you're going to have to keep finding each one. If you just lay them out in the order that you took them off, they'd be a lot easier to put back on. You're right there, Rob. That almost did not... I nearly put my truck into the central reservation. I nearly flipped the boat. That nearly went badly wrong. Because I did not expect that to happen. No time for name. Yeah, I almost did rock the boat. In fact, I did rock the boat, actually. Yeah, you can't do that on a Claymore keyboard, Bob. Uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh. Mr. Causer nearly binned it into the back of the truck, I think. He may have hit it, I'm not 100%.
No, he didn't hit it. I can't repeat what he said.
That was close. Which are you using the most, splitter or range? Splitter mostly. Like particularly on motorway like this, and like mostly you use a split. You're crying with laughter off Phillips. Dude, that nearly went so bad. Like, how do you explain that? If I'd have binned it, completely binned it, and had a big pile-up of trucks behind me, how do I explain that I was trying to put my left arrow key back on my keyboard and that's how that happened? in converters, yes and no. Yeah, but I wasn't cleaning the keyboard, was I? That's the thing. Exactly. I was having fun removing my keys. Put it this way, I'm sure actual police officers have heard a lot worse about accidents. What was the cause of the accident, sir? I was trying to put my left arrow key back on the keyboard. What keyboard, sir? The one on the back seat, obviously.
I'm really quite surprised that nobody suggested you remove the Alt and the F4 keys.
Oh. And then put them back on at the same time.
Ah!
Well, I need to switch, don't I, guys? You guys are not on the ball here. I'll be switching soon. Do you know the group is behind?
Your group behind, and I will get your number one driver.
Oh yeah, Beaker. Everybody's a judge. You can't detach the trailer while you're moving, unfortunately. Busy laughing at me, thanks.
Okay, so Robbo is your next admin, and it's Alan Boren is in front of him.
Okay. Yeah, space key, yeah. The parking brake. Sometimes I knock that. I knock that early with my thumb. Right, I need Alan Bowen, and then I can't remember who the team leader was.
Robbo.
That was it. Some with the stalker. No, Recon, it had to go back. Right, I'm not changing, going up a hill. Well, I don't think we set off on time, did we, Jack? We set off at about 20 past, I think. So we're 20 minutes behind on this convoy. Can't be helped, I'm afraid. Just a knock-on effect from Steam. Oh, why is this 2-lane and it is 3-lane road? Yeah, Division 2 at 1, and then going into Sunday night trucking at 5. It's a great game, Fizzo. I have heard it's a lot better than it appeared to be in the early access. Like in the early access, it just looked like Division 1.2. But apparently there's a lot more content there. The soundscape's lovely on it. Why is Tommy asking if Robbo's okay?
I'm under admin confidentiality and I'm not willing to discuss this at this time.
Yeah, is it worth me switching back to Robbo then?
Well, Robbo is
In the
Robbo
wall?
is fully able for you to join his group.
Okay, that sounds... yeah, okay.
And I quote, "All is well."
Uh-huh. I reckon he binned it. He at least hit something, I reckon. Well, somebody just got kicked, so I wonder if that's got anything to do with it. Maybe he removed his alt tab keys. Somebody's setting off fireworks in your street. It must be a birthday. I can't think of any other reason why you'd set fireworks off right now. Right, I'm changing. I'm looking for Bowen or something.
Yeah, Andy something. In front of Robbo. Alan Burren.
Mr. D. Jeff M. Alan Bowen, there he is. Right, next one, Robbo. There he is. There's Robbo. Okay, what's that? 24, about 6 minutes late there. 7 minutes late on the switch. Looks like the sun's coming back up, which is nice.
Squirrel light.
Why are you shifting places? Because the convoy split into 7 groups. Each group has a leader. And what I do is I start at the front group and then work my way back so that I get to drive with each group, because it's a sub event, so it's kind of nice to sort of drive with all the subs. And by rotating through the groups, it makes sure that everybody's, you know, gets to drive with me, as it were. We get to see people's neon trucks, exactly. Is Dodgy Digital not in this one? Is there no Dodgy Digital in this one?
I haven't actually seen him yet, but that doesn't mean to say he's not around.
Oh, he's in chat. Fair enough.
You watch, he'll randomly appear now for you.
It's highly likely. Yeah, I'll be like floating on top of a tree or something.
Going round on a windmill blade or something.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. I don't know why we're stopping suddenly. Do you know what? I've just realised I've got a pink Renault behind me. A pink Renault with cheese brakes. And Tommy at the helm.
Being haunted by the pink Renault.
Yeah, you never want to have a pink Renault behind you. That's just a general rule for life.
I can't say I recall ever having a pink Renault behind me.
Robbo just like lagged stopped on me. Like he stopped dead and then teleported forward a couple of spaces and yeah. Not sure what happened.
TMP? It happens from time to time.
Well, there's nothing in front of Robbo, so I don't get it. Although there was, and then there wasn't. That was so bizarre. Is Robbo watching Netflix? I definitely saw something in front of Robbo, and then Robbo teleported forward, and then the things in front of Robbo disappeared. That was quite bizarre. Happened with Rome on the last Convoy, Baz. Yeah. I don't know. It's just it must just be a network thing. I think so. It looked like lag, just judging by the way Robbo's truck moved quickly. Not to worry. We're still here. I'm alright, Blue Army. How are you doing?
Okay.
I'm gonna have to change group again fairly soon. You tired? Oh dear.
So the group of trucks behind you is only small, so you won't particularly need to stop. Just sort of pull over and slow down, and then Mick will be your next.
Nick.
Mick is your next.
Mad Mick. Do you notice in front of Mad Mick?
El Plagiato.
El Plagiato.
That one, I've just crucified his name.
Alright, I'll look out for him and then rotate behind Mad Mick.
Yeah. That's how there's only 4 trucks in Robbo's group, so.
There's El Plagiato. In a Merc? Here comes a bright green Mad Mick. It's green, that
like
is.
a glove.
Hey, that's my line.
I'm sorry, wasn't that Ace Ventura?
Yeah, well, maybe he had it the first time, but you know. Mad Mix truck is very green, right down to the wheels. Look at that. It's like neon on tires.
He says you've got to go full Monty.
Or in his case, full 02550. Greenpeace. Yeah, you could do that,
if you had your
Smithy.
green screen filter on, his truck would be like completely invisible.
Do you know what? I might just like enable the green screen filter and then just put a picture of Doyle just to see how weird it looks. I'm just keeping my distance. After that lag thing with Robbo, I'm just making sure that I've got some space. Let's have a look at the map.
Slowing down, stopping.
Bit late for that.
I know, it was like I hadn't immediately conveyed that information.
Oh, I missed Digital, Tommy. I didn't see him. I was too busy looking at the stoppage. Yeah, probably Baz. It's probably like a yacht that's filled with kebab meat.
Well, it's digital spawned in.
Well, Tommy said in chat that was digital, and I missed him, I think, because I was looking at the sat nav.
Okay.
Apparently a dark green car in the grass.
What, like camouflage?
I think maybe he was, and I was busy zoomed in on the map.
Lol.
Just like the worst timing ever. I think Digital's playing a game of Where's Wally. He's like, he's wondering if I'll see him.
Wouldn't it be better if he's like disguised as a truck though?
Well, I think he's gone from being like bright pink to just being like green and trying to hide in the trees and stuff.
So he's gone from sort of full mode Barbie to like undercover commando Ken.
Exactly, like will he notice me kind of mode. There he is. I see him. I see him. There he is. See? I spotted him. I win at Where's Wally? Or Where's Digital?
RTC ahead, someone's crashed the barrier.
Yeah, I can see that hold up. Do you know what, Smithy? I think you're right, mate. I think he's right. Your laugh sounds like one of the shopkeepers in my summer car. I'm trying to think. Is that, yeah, the way he goes, that one? That's exactly, you sound like Timo.
I'd be proud to be Timo, quite frankly.
Oh, brilliant.
Except from when you blew my shop up with fireworks.
Oh, yeah, that was class.
I loved it where it was like, is this lit yet? Oh, wait, is it? Oh, run!
Yeah, never go back to a lit firework.
That's the rule, kids.
I'm thinking, do I need to change over now, guys? Because it's a bit late in the last one. What's the group behind me?
The group behind you is the famous Mrs. Frosty.
And do you know who's in front? Timo had a stone cold face. He did. I think we always knew that, Bob.
It's Billing SJA is in front of Mrs. Frosty.
Okay. Right, I'm gonna change now then.
Okay.
I think that's Billings Yard, that's how I say it.
Yeah, probably.
Billings Yard, Mrs. Frosty is what I'm looking for.
Crash in front of Mrs. Frosty.
In front of Mrs. Frosty.
Yeah, also behind you. So there might be a little bit of a group.
You're on a motorway, how can you crash? It's quite a big group, this one. Right, there's Billings Yard. Which means that's Mrs. Frosty. Hello, what's going up here then? Some say there's people that pull left keys out of their keyboard and stick them back in. I've never heard of that. That would be madness, Baz. Why would you do that, Baz? Why would anybody do that? Especially if you're driving in your truck, like, you don't want to be messing about with your left arrow key, do you? You know? Especially if you say, I don't know, in a convoy. You don't want to be messing about with your keys. That would be stupid.
Stand still ahead.
Okay. For entertainment purposes. We're good. 2 hands on the wheel at all times. Yep. Absolutely right. 2 hands on the wheel at all times. Look, you can't say this has not been an interesting convoy. Oh my god. There is stuff that's happened this evening that I would never have predicted. Even Gabe Newell tried to get involved.
Yeah, so Paul, if you take your A key out of your keyboard, I hear nothing will happen.
Well, it doesn't. It tends to happen when you put it back in. Safety third, yeah. The only question to that one, Mika, is what's second and first? Right. Why do I need to switch over? Because I've lost all the timings now. I don't know what... Wait, so which group am I actually in now? Is it 5?
Yeah, no, 6.
So there's one more group behind me.
Yes. So another 5 minutes or so, I'd have thought. We're sort of 290-ish Ks away.
And who's in the back group?
Is Rays.
All right.
And in front of Rays is Lock 8.
We are just south of Erfurt. Why is it split into groups? Because when you're trying to manage so many people, you can't have like 80 or 100 people in a room together. You have to split them to separate rooms so that you can just like give instructions to the leaders and then the leaders can communicate with their group. It's just much easier to organize the convoy into groups than just having a big long pile of stuff. Goku, mate, nobody's actually forcing you to be here or watch the stream, so it's absolutely fine if you want to go and watch something interesting. Twitch is free like that. You can just watch whatever you like. It has been a very boring convoy, I agree. We're stopped. You hope the boat arrives its owner undamaged. Yeah, Mr. Libido will be happy with the state that I drove it in.
Well,
Maybe sweats? Twitch forced you here because you have no keys on the keyboard to change the channel. Yeah, there's a few trolls here tonight. Is it possible to do a crash? Of course it is. It wouldn't be much of a simulation if you couldn't crash. The idea is not to crash. That's the whole point of it. Is Fortnite on maintenance? That would explain it. Yeah, I can't really change here, Donut. I'll have to find a wider bit of road. There he is. A spider wild digital. Sneaky. Sneaky, that's what that was. I can only imagine at the end of it he goes, well, I hid in 8 places and you saw 2. I can't bring myself to do that, Jack. I really can't, mate. I'd rather format my hard drive than play a wall building shooter. What is digital doing? He's playing worse digital? Isn't it obvious? Right, I need to change as soon as I can. So Raze is the back group, and who was in front of him again?
Lock.
No. Keep going. What's going on? What's going on? Why did somebody stop? Don't stop. Keep going. There's Lock. Which means this must be Mr. Raze. Almost like a glove. Like a slightly too small glove. That's what that was. Lupo, welcome back.
Happy anniversary, Natter.
9 months, Lupo. That means you get a new badge. You get the 9-month loyalty badge. Not many people have got that one. Wait, who else was it? Mad Mick and Raze have got the same green. So, Sammy,
Yes, Paul.
have you got your beer ready?
What makes you think I've got a beer ready?
Because you always have beer after this stressful event.
It's been a fairly hectic 48 hours, I can tell you. So yes, I will be having a beer at the final commencement of this convoy.
Can I have one? I ain't got any beer.
Well, it'd take me like 2.5 hours to get to you.
Oh well, enjoy your beer.
And you know I'd bring you one.
You would as well. In your landy.
Yeah, you know damn well that I would drive to you to bring you a beer.
In his Land Rover.
I can still affirm that I've driven a lot further for a lot stupider reasons.
Would you drive that far for a Big Mac?
Oh, yeah.
No, I'm not keen on Big Macs.
Yeah, but that's a stupid reason. It's beer o'clock. James, Squirrel.
So
You're the reason I bought ETS2 back in the
I
day.
think I
Watch you
drove
since
all the way to
2014.
Scottish borders to pick up a little box that was about 2 inches by 2 inches by 2 inches, and it had a specific part in it.
Well, that's not a stupid reason.
Oh.
I mean, you could have posted it.
Yeah, but it was necessary.
I think you're a legend. Have you I've brought many laughs over the years and keep on trucking. James, thank you very much, sir, for your kind words. Appreciate that. Thank you. Try bacon, big tasty. Lol. Has he got a takeaway? I don't know. DJ Jefferson in the house. What music you playing? I need a beer key. That would be great, wouldn't it? I actually need a tea key. And not like the tea key, I mean an actual cup of tea. I press that button and a cup of tea arrives. A tea key. Frankfurt! We're nearly here. Rings a bell in the kitchen, that'd be great. How cool would a replicator be? Tea, Yorkshire, white. Hot. Just look at these random cones. Stream Deck can do that. Make a short key to send an email to Mrs. Squirrel. There's only one slight issue with that, Mickey. I don't think she checks her email that regularly. If I could get it to send an SMS, I'd be in with a shout with that one. Yeah, just put like a little Yorkshire tea symbol on my Stream Deck.
Is there WhatsApp integration in a Stream Deck?
I don't believe so. I don't know though.
Can't you just, like, I don't know, could you, like, do a Philips Hue light bulb in the kitchen or something and then put it on your stream?
That's a bit demanding though, isn't it?
Light on. Ding! Tea time! Or you could put the sound bite on, like, an audio file.
Earl Grey tea was what Picard drunk, type in. When Andrew, where have the last 5 years gone? I still remember watching the first yacht stream. There's another great year of content. Thank you. Thank you very much, Andrew. Time flies a bit too quick, sir. You can get an app that sends an emergency SMS for medical emergencies. You can repurpose it and send a cup of tea request. Oh yeah, I'm sure I wouldn't get into trouble using an emergency SMS. Probably like triggers some stuff somewhere.
The slow-moving traffic is due to lack of power in people's trucks.
What, we're going up a big hill?
Yes.
Tell them that's what gears are for.
You're the streamer, you tell them!
That's what gears are for. What's the difference between Stream Deck asking Mr. Squirrel for a cup of tea compared to calling Bell for her? Because, Smithy, like a bell is very demanding, isn't it? Where if I send a text message saying, Squirrel requests a cup of tea, that's a lot nicer. It's just the way it's delivered.
I think you need a please on the end of that statement, just to, you know, keep the marriage working.
I could probably use my phone if I really wanted to. I could probably turn Siri on and just go, Siri, send a message to Mrs. Squirrel, cup of tea, please. And it would just do it. How about any chance of a cuppa? Because if you ask that question, you'll get a not much chance back. You get WhatsApp and PC that links to your phone. How does it link to your phone now, Phillips? Like, how does it authenticate as your phone? Because you don't really have an account on WhatsApp, do you? It just uses your phone number, so how does the PC app work? I use a QR. Ah, okay. So you get your phone. Gotcha. So it kind of authorizes. That's clever. That would work because if you can get an app, can you drive the app from like an API somehow? So you can get Stream Deck to like talk to the WhatsApp PC app and send a message. That'd be awesome. How many hours on ETS? I don't know. I'm not sure. A few. Twilio has a WhatsApp API. What is Twilio? A custom ringtone, yeah? I could do that, Smithy.
Do you want to just fall back in front of me and Ashwin Chip is in front of me?
Okay. The desktop app is basically a web app and a nice wrapper. I'll have to try it. I didn't even know WhatsApp had a desktop app. Ave Aeternum. Welcome back. Alright, Firefighter, have a good one. Use Google Home at your office. You have a Node.js app. Send a post request with curl. Fair enough. Yeah, I never thought about it, Eclos. To be honest, I've never really seen a need to have it, but maybe I do now. So, Newty, if you're... when you're saying sending SMS messages, like... you're just doing it with WhatsApp as opposed to an SMS. Because an SMS costs money, doesn't it? But WhatsApp is free. If you remember the dumb young idiot rival Lord 554 with such a cringe name, that's me. I'm glad to be back with up-to-date equipment. Hope you're having an amazing time. Dude, it's been a very interesting convoy tonight. Good to have you back, sir. If you have Windows 10 with BT, you can send SMS native in Windows 10. Yeah, I don't use BT, I have O2. That's pretty good. I'll try it out, Echolos. Because if you look at Stream Deck, like the software for it keeps getting updated and they keep adding really useful things to it. Hopefully we can get a proper photo shoot this time. He's well gone cold. Services like Twilio provide an API that you can use programmatically and send SMSs. I take it you have to pay for Twilio. Yeah. Yes, you can expect your FPS to tank in here. Pence a message. Fair enough. I think WhatsApp would work for me. What are you doing, Sammy?
Nothing. Hey.
Hey.
I'm waving, can you see?
You're definitely not waving.
Hang on, if I put my wipers on, is that convincing?
I can hear them squeaking. Are you going first or me first through here? What's going on?
I was going to do two at once. Well, where's the fun in that? Where's your
Well-
sense of adventure?
Given that there's a convoy car closing the right lane, 2 into 1 ain't gonna work. The pincer movement. Adam Kenny, thank you for 1.5 years. Nah, she doesn't watch him, Erica. Now and again she might, but mostly she doesn't. Have I got time to nip for a bio while everybody's just lining up here?
Yeah, go for it.
Right, back in a sec, guys. I'm back. Alrighty then. Going back. Watch my FPS just go. Where did Mr. Summy go then? Event team, boys. Game manager. Astriel, there he is. I didn't see Astriel through the whole thing. You can't find digital. He's in camo. There we go. There's the frames. Oh boy. Bob Ross is calling. Right, where am I going here? Where am I going, Sammy?
But I'm just herding cats. Give me a second.
Herding cats. Thanks, fun. Oh boy, look at the frames. Herding cats should be an Olympic sport. I reckon it should be an e-sport. I'd watch that. Have a good on Shiny Shane. Might be easy if I just dump this trailer here. For the photo shoot. Trusting Scar, thank you for 10 months. What is Gravity doing over there? Like behind that wall. You see him? You're welcome, Laguba. That's right, Fawn. It's Krav.
Right, we're lined up-ish.
Should I just leave my trailer on the road here and drive over?
Yeah, well, if you want to come and line up with us and have a photo.
Well, we should do a few photos.
Yeah, so if you want to just come and line up with us, we'll then drop our trailers and we'll all go in the yard and we'll have a big screenshot for a chain.
Should we pull up beside a rubber then, I guess?
Yeah, just wherever your artistic desire lets you. Let me know when you're ready.
Okay, got a bunch there. Next. We're gonna get some with like the subs and event team and stuff.
That's the hope. If you need to take the long way home, just go.
Yeah, I want to get a shot with the event team. Yeah, if we can get an event team shot as well, with at least me in it.
Do you want to do that next?
I don't mind, just want to get a shot with the guys who helped out, as well as the subs.
Okay. We'll get this one. We'll get this one lined in if you can, but I doubt you'll get it all in one shot.
Probably.
Ah, the FPS.
Bob Ross sponsoring the stream. Choose the screens right now. What do you get? 1440 or 1080 ultra wide? 1440 wide is going to 1080 ultra wide mechanic. If it was me, I'd get a 1080 ultra wide. If I was just gaming. Captain Flint, thank you for the convoy. Please don't pull any more keys off your keyboard while driving in front of me. Added a bit of spice though, didn't it, Captain Flint?
We're ready for you.
Right, I shall attempt to drive in. Here we go. 2 FPS. Let's do this. Ali, thank you, mate. Want to get a photo of you guys shortly. Right, where am I going to park? Can we get the beacons turned off, whoever's got them on? Right, let's get the camera. Oh boy. Just trying to get everybody in. Look at this. So many trucks. Yeah. This is nuts. Look at all the nutters. Look at that. That's the only way I can get them all in.
The noise.
Alright, can I get one with the team now?
Yeah.
That on the road somewhere?
Yeah, I was thinking that crossroads as we came in.
Or where I dumped my trailer, or where we just had a photo shoot?
No, a bit further up the road, where we had to turn left, where the lane was blocked by one.
Oh yeah, go back there, yeah.
Go.
Oh, the FPS. It's beautiful.
Yeah, hopefully Digital's still in chat if he can get his convoy guys to follow. Who parked a boat in the middle of the road?
I did. Oh my god, have you been listening to anything I said? Everyone honk. Yeah, well, yes, Caldante. I want to get some shots with the team, which I just did. With the subs, which I just did. And I just want to get it with the event guys. And then I can put it on like Twitter and Instagram and stuff. This must be what it's like at Truckfest, you know, when they start turning it up,
yeah.
And like putting all the trucks everywhere.
From somebody that's ran that event, I can assure you this is exactly what it's like. It is organised chaos and herding cats at best.
Somebody's reversing over a sign.
Yeah, it's fine, don't worry.
Well, that's true, yeah. No FPS drop at Truckfest. You can just set the air brake. Air brakes just going constantly. It did, Billy. It did a good job. Once everybody's in line, get the trucks to turn the engines off and then it'll be a lot quieter. Peace.
Right, TMPs assemble.
Yep. Go for it, boys. They could just like line up in front, can't they?
Aye, aye, aye.
Fierce Wolf, thanks to Squirrel Digital and the whole team for a wonderful convoy. Thank you very much, Fierce. It was a good convoy. Definitely interesting. Sorry, Alan. Sorry, dude. I totally missed your bits. I apologise. Thank you for 2,000 bits. It was very interesting convoy. Thanks for everything you're doing. You're the best. Alan, it was made possible by lots and lots of great people. Did a fantastic job. Thank you for driving in it. It was awesome. No, but thank you for the bits. It was great. It's great doing these. There are a lot of effort to put together, but it's great when we do them. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 vans. You could get one van in front of each convoy and then something in front of me.
This is so nuts.
Like digital or whatever. Unless he's in a van, I don't know.
Digital is in a van.
Okay, there are 9 trucks and 8 convoy cars, that's all I'm saying.
Well, they're sort of going for a half double truck park concept, so...
Yeah, that's fine. Nightmare, thanks for everyone for organising and participating. Already looking forward to the next one. Yeah, it was great. It's good fun. Yeah, Steam came back eventually, Kirby. But still a few people missed out on the first convoy.
I love how you managed to get in the middle with no planning whatsoever.
Well, I parked in the middle and then people just surrounded me. So I kind of put myself in the middle thinking people would do that. And that seemed to be what people did, so that's great.
Mm.
Wait, there's 2 police cars as well coming. And there's an MAN truck coming. Siminators. What's Siminators doing here in his truck?
No idea, naughty, naughty. I think he's going off to deliver his job, maybe.
Just happened to have a drop-off at Frankfurt.
Aye, aye, aye.
As if one of the TMP guys just teleported in place.
I saw that. That's cheating, that is.
That is full-on cheating,
Stevie, we're 10,000 bits. That is over 9,000. 10,000 bits from Stevie. Thank you, Paul Summy, TMP organisers. Till the next one. Dude, that is super massively generous. Thank you so much, Stevie, and GG's in chat for Stevie. 10,000 bits is a mega bomb. Wow. Stevie, we do this for everybody. We do this for you. We do this for the community. We do it for everybody. Raskar, first ever convoy experience in ETS. It's been a blast. I'm glad you've had fun, Raskar. That's all they're there for, just to have fun. 10,000 bits, what a bomb. Motley, what a great TMP team, admin team, mods. A new boss, Yachts 5 has landed. What a great way to enter Yachts 5, eh? Thank you, Motley. Are we all lined up?
Yeah, just about.
Well, are there going to be any more manoeuvrings, or shall I take photos?
You can take photos to your heart's content.
Where's Digital? He's in one of the vans, I
So,
think.
what a very, very happy Yachts 5 for your good self. What an honour and a privilege it is to be a part of your team. An extended massive GG to my fellow admins. An enormous GGs to the TMP guys as usual. And a GG to absolutely everybody that's taken part, and all the subscribers in chat that make this possible for you, and they're absolute pleasure.
I utterly concur. The TMP guys are just on point. Did a great event again, super well organized, and yeah, they're just an awesome bunch of guys. Did a great job. The admin team, my admin team, well, you guys know I think of you. You're just amazing, and this is not possible without you guys. As for the subs, it went almost flawlessly. We had a couple of little niggles, but you always expect that, and I'm just sorry that Steam made it like a bit tricky for everybody to get in at the start, but it's the best way to launch Yachts 5, to just do an event like this. And for you, Sammy, you know I owe you a beer, mate. Thank you so much for all your help the last few days and the last few weeks. Did a cracking job again.
Absolutely fantastically awesome, and I look forward to the beer, mate.
Let's get one from the front. Well, there we go. That's the end of that awesome convoy. Thank you for everybody that took part in that. Yeah, we're done. Somebody wants to go away and get his beer.
Oh, yeah.
I shall put these photos on Instagram and stuff and tag the MP guys. You just let them know.
Yeah, we'll do.
But yeah, that brings us to the end of the convoy. It was great fun. It was awesome. PS4 Gamer, 51-month sub, 4-year badge, Twitch Prime, PS4 Gamer 2, Squirrel Mod Team, TMP Crew, and Squirrel, keep up the good work. Thank you, PS4. Ainsley, thank you to everybody involved in tonight's convoy. Incredible, and GG to all. Thanks for letting me part of the Yachts 5 celebrations. Dude, you are part of the Yachts 5 celebrations. You all are. Thank you, Ainsley. Luke, massive thank you to everyone involved in the convoy and for making my first convoy spectacular. Can't wait for the next one. Well, that's great. What a lovely way to end. Quick update on tomorrow. Division 2 starts at 1 o'clock and then straight into Sunday night trucking at 5 is the plan. That's what we're going to be doing tomorrow. So if I don't catch you at 1, have a great Sunday. Maybe catch you for some trucking in the evening. And yeah, I shall be heading out now because it is late. It's been a long day. Thank you to everybody. TMP, admin guys, all you subs, all you viewers, thank you for watching. I hope you had a great time, and I'll see you all tomorrow. Take it easy, guys. Love you all. Good night.